just jumped in my truck here on my drive home from the office today, and a question came up from one of the texts that report to me about intermittent fasting. I figured I'd just stop and share. Intermittent fasting seems to be the newest fad on the internet. I don't know if you date back, it was probably the keto diet of the past and the carnivore diet of more recent. It seems to have now moved into the intermittent fasting of today. And in my opinion, the majority of people have no business in intermittent fasting, or when they don't have a basic understanding of nutrition and how calories work. There's no magic behind it. You're not healthier if you do it versus if you don't, all things considered. And to be honest, the studies are clear. If your calories are the same at the end of the week, your weight doesn't change. So just because you're starving yourself now but still packing in the same amount of calories the second half of the day, you're still going to weigh the same. Like, you're not going to lose or gain or whatever you're trying to achieve that day or that month. As we age over 30, muscle atrophy kicks in. You start to lose muscle every year, especially if you're not trying to lift weights and maintain that muscle. Your muscle begins to disappear anyway. So when you start to reduce your calories, and specifically your protein levels, how are you even guaranteeing that you get enough protein in the day to just keep the muscle that you have now? So the concern being that you try and cut your calories so low that you're not eating enough protein, then you cram in because you're starving. Usually your body craves carbs first. So the first thing you're going to do is start eating whatever quick carbs it can get to. Your protein content drops, and you continue to lose weight, and you'll think in your mind, oh, I'm doing a great job, I'm losing weight. But are you losing fat or muscle or both? And then the concern is at the end of your intermittent fasting cycle or whatever you're trying to achieve, you've lost now more muscle over fat. So now when you try and put the calories back in, you're operating on less muscle on your frame and the same amount of fat. And it is harder to keep your metabolic rate up high enough to maintain the old diet that you used to have. Therefore, you're going to continue to grow or gain weight from previous. So protein or amino acids need to be constant in your bloodstream. That's why you'll see often bodybuilders eating multiple times a day and eating protein with every meal, because you're trying to keep that blood level up. There's no science behind it. They got it figured out. They've been doing it for 100 years now. And we're somehow trying to make it more complicated with silly fads on the internet. Anyway, rant over.